Hey guys, welcome to Quispy Cards. Today we're going to be doing a deck list for a Yu-Gi-Oh deck that I am extremely excited for. Really wanted to play a different variant of it, but some cards are a little bit more expensive than I was expecting. And I may have updated versions of this deck going on later. We are going to be doing the main deck, the side deck, and the extra deck. So feel free to leave a comment down below on any changes that you would make to this, or if you just absolutely love the deck list and want to play it yourself, feel free to let me know that down there too. Really helps with the YouTube algorithm. Kind of trying something with the background here. I know this is like the first video on the channel, so it doesn't really matter, like you guys don't really have anything to really go for, but the deck that we're doing today is K9, Fiendsmith, Mitsurugi. I know, a lot all in one, but let's just get straight into it. For the main deck, we are doing one copy of Azuna. I will be upping this to 2. I don't really think 3 is necessary in this build, but if you want to run 3, feel free to. So we're just going to do it like this. Okay, and then we got the one Lupus, because Lupus, you don't really want to draw Lupus. Like, I guess you can if you draw a Jokel as well, but I don't know. It's a lot easier to just do the one. Speaking of Jokel, we are playing 3 Jokels. If you don't know what Jokel does, because all of these are brand new, this is probably my favorite one. You reveal it and any other level 5 in your hand. Special summon both of them. They can't be used as a light Xyz materials for a light monster, which is pretty cool due to the fact of Paradise Smasher. But we do have another thing for Paradise Smasher in this deck, so yeah. And then the one copy of Lantern does the same thing Jokel does, but it grabs it from the graveyard instead of from your hand. So a little bit more limited. Also, Jokel's second ability, being able to search for a spell or trap card. There's a lot of times where you just won't be able to use that because we run very limited. But Jokel's ability to add any non-Aqua monster, non-Aqua K9 monster is a lot more useful. That's it that we're running for the K9 monsters in the main deck, so we're going to move those aside, and we're going to move straight into Mitsurugi. I kind of running the very typical Mitsurugi stuff. We're running the 3 Habakiris. It's irritating trying to get these Habakiris, but then we're running the 1 Bomb on a Stick. Sorry, Murakumo. So I really like Murakumo. This is probably one of the main pieces that you're going to be ending your board with pretty much every game if you can do so. It's just a board wipe and then a possible Omni Negate. And then for the other ones, we're going to be doing 1 Saji, 1 Kusanagi, and 1 Aramasa. I'm probably going to be taking out the Aramasa for a second Izuna, just because Izuna's a lot better than the Aramasa. Also, in a lot of testings, I just don't use this. But it is useful, so I don't know. We will mess around with that when we get to it. And then for the Fiendsmith stuff, we are looking for 3 Engraver. Just got reprinted, so heck yeah. 1 Lacrima, sadly hasn't gotten reprinted yet, but hopefully we get the reprint when the rest of the stuff does. Lure, I got the Alt-Art Lure, I'm going to play it, I love it. That's really it that you really need to run. There's really no other main deck monsters or anything like that. So yeah, that's the main stuff. If you've been playing Yu-Gi-Oh recently, you kind of know that's how Fiendsmith runs. Other than that, we're looking for hand traps. We have 3 Ash Blossoms. I don't know. I still really like Ash. Ash was one of the first hand traps that really made an impact in the game, except for Maxi, but we don't talk about him. Speaking of Maxi, we run 3 Fuelos. Fuelos, honestly, I still think is one of the best ones right now, just due to K9 touches the extra deck. Yummy is an extra deck. And Draco Tail is a full fusion deck, so you're going to be getting some draws on this or making your opponent pass the turn. And then right now we run 2 Draw and Lockbirds because it is still very useful. So that's it for the main deck monsters in general. I kind of want to see if I can mess around with my hand trap ratios. Maybe there's other hand traps that are better in the format. Do what you wish with those, but those are kind of just the slots that I put in for hand traps. And then to kind of make up for the fact that I only own 1 Izuna right now, we do run 3, Case for K9. I still think running 3 is not a bad decision, even when I do get my second Izuna. I might knock it down to 2, like this might also be one of the ones, like I knock this down to 2, and run 2 Izuna. But it's also a really good search, like if you drew Jokul and this, but you didn't draw any other K9s, use this, search for something, but if you drew another K9 but didn't draw Jokul, and then this, just go ahead and search for Jokul, so on and so forth. And then the attack gain is not bad. And then, I'm going to leave these here. And then on top of that, we also run K9X Released Force. I love this card. I love this card for its artwork. I love its card for its effect. Zexal, I really like Zexal, so being able to rank up things is really cool. But this does it in just a completely different way. It's not a rank up spell. It is just a complete tag out. And then when you do the tag it pops. So that's it for the K9 spell and trap cards. Like I said, very limited. There's not really much that I really think is all too worth running. But you can run some of the other ones. It is to each their own. Feel free. Then we are running 3 prayers just because Mitsurugi is probably just... It is extremely overpowered due to the fact of prayer's existence. Just being able to either search for anything or summon anything, like, it is just so good. And then we're running the 1 ritual. I don't really see a point in running more. You don't really want to draw this. Like, if you do, okay, but you don't really want to have a hand where like you're drawing 2 rituals and stuff like that. So just let Saji search it, and if you can't get the search off, you're probably still going into other things too. So yeah. And then for the Fiendsmith, 1 tracked. I don't even run the trap card, just 1 tracked. And then, spicy little thing, we are running 2 7th Tachyons. So this card is really funny, over the fact of, I run Giant Red Hand in the extra deck, which just searches for Izuna, which is also how I'm getting away with playing just 1. So again, might be another one that I put down a little bit more when I get the second. But yeah. And then for the 1-0s, we run the 1 Triple Tactics Talent and the 1 Called by the Grave. I really like these cards. Obviously, you can slap these out for anything. Lightning Storm's probably a really good one right now. Raigeki, just like anything like that. I don't know why I said Raigeki. Lightning Storm's a lot better. And then the trap card, we run 1 Purification because it's an Omni. So why not? And then we're going to move straight into the extra deck. This extra deck is very much a work in progress. I'm not 100% sure as to what I'm going to take out for other things, but I do have 15, and if you do choose to just 1-to-1 copy this, it's still a really good extra deck. So in no specific order whatsoever, I'm going to just kind of do it in the order that I have my extra deck currently. So 1 copy of K917 Ripper. Searches for any K9 card and then negates an effect in the hand or graveyard. So hand trap, stop, so on and so forth. The 1 K9X Werewolf, pretty good card, has different effects depending on whose turn it is, as well as it's the target for Forced Unleashed. I do play a Nash Knight and Chaos Nash Knight. These cards are really good, but do keep in mind if you run these, you kind of have to run Xyz monsters with number above 100, so like 101 through 107. You do got to run a couple of them. I do run a couple of them, but yeah. And then Imperial Princess. I know a lot of deck lists aren't running this. There is a handful that do. I decided to because this is actually how I'm going into Paradise Smasher pretty easily. So yeah. Speaking of, the 1 Paradise Smasher, probably the card most likely to get banned. Just stops your opponent from playing Yu-Gi-Oh! So that's cool. 1 Valen. I really like the fact that a lot of people kind of slept on this card when it first came out. It hasn't been out for too long, but it's generally a really cool one. I'm actually trying to mess around with putting this in my Cosmo deck. But it's a quick effect Book of Moon, and then if your opponent sends this card to the graveyard... No, it's just if this card is sent to the graveyard in general. You destroy a face-down card. Since it's anything, you can destroy a back row, you can destroy the card that you flipped. even if it's like, oh, it's about to get destroyed, I'm going to quick effect Book of Moon something, so when it's destroyed, I can pop it, something like that. And then the one above ones that we do, we run the Archfiend Seraph, and then we run the Giant Red Hand. Pretty good cards. This one's extremely good if you run 102. Sadly, I do not own a 102, so right now I'm running 104. So it's kind of just in here to be in here, but it will be swapped out. The 104 will be swapped out for something else at some point, a 102. And then obviously Requiem and a Sequence. You kind of have to run these if you're running the Fiendsmith stuff. This, half the time, depending on your hands, will be how you're going into your Fiendsmith stuff. So this is probably not optional. I do generally enjoy this if you're running this variation. And then one SP Little Knight because we can. And then the Desiree. Yeah, I generally like the, like kind of how I have the deck right now. There's a lot of times where I don't really go into Nashonite and stuff, but there's not a lot of really good rank 5 monsters. But like, I guess you could replace this with like a Volcasaurus or an Artifact or something like that. Speaking of artifacts, we're going to go straight into the side deck where we run 3 Artifact Lancias. Malice is still a thing. Malice is still a thing. Gem Knight has been kind of popping back in due to K9 Gem Knight. So on and so forth. So being able to stop those banishments is pretty good. Then we do run 2 Nibiru just because it is still a board wipe. I also do love the Dark Ruler no more. It's probably not that great anymore. I should probably switch this out, but it is still something I am running. 2 Salesman, because you can't really go wrong with a Salesman if your opponent's running a really cool tech card against you. And just activate Salesman. It's not like you're going to be running it. 2 Book of Eclipse to just deal with those problematic boards. And then Imperm because I needed 15 cards. But if you really like Imperm, cool. If not, switch it out. Like, in my opinion, side decks can always be whatever you want them to be. Unless if there's like specifically a card that you're like, hey, I can't really put this in the deck, but it's situational type of thing. But yeah. This is the deck list that I have come up with for K9 Mitsurugi Fiendsmith. Really hope you guys enjoyed. Again, let me know how you guys think of the deck down below. Let me know if there's any other deck lists that you want to see. I can try to... I don't really have the ability to make a lot of deck lists. I can show you a lot of my old ones, or in a lot of my fun decks. But yeah, just let me know what you want to see. I'm also probably going to be doing some Magic the Gathering deck lists and stuff like that, because I play a lot of different card games. But yeah, this is my K9 Mitsurugi Fiendsmith deck list. Again, let me know how you like it down below. Give it a try. If you play it at some locals, let me know how you do, so on and so forth. I'm going to be bringing this to my locals next Friday, so I will give you guys a small update on my TikTok on how that goes. My TikTok will be linked down below in the description. Where I will probably also have a quick deck list of this, probably going up after that local tournament. So yeah, I will let you guys know how that goes. Feel free to look at that deck list, because I might have obtained the second Izuna by then. But yeah, anyways, you guys have a wonderful day, and don't forget to believe in the heart of the cards. Bye!